Pokémon Scarlet blind playthrough. Hey, the original theme finally started up. I was wondering when that happened. Anyways, this is Pokemon. Welcome back to my blind playthrough, sort of Pokemon Scarlet. We beat the main game in the last episode, and finished our challenge run to beat the game using only Quaxly, and only a Quaxly in a battle, who we evolved later into Quaquavel. However, there's still more game to play. As you know, they are very, as you know, Game Freak are very much known for getting bunches of different new options available for their games to have. And I know Endgame Storylines happens to be one of them, so we're gonna go over to the director and see what's happened. If I don't find anything to do here, I think I could just go and explore all the other parts of the world, maybe defeat all the trainers and get all the rewards, but anyways, it looks like I am finally here, and I'm apparently a heel. Won't you join us, Master Yoshi? We're in for an earful, aren't we? Guess we'll find out soon enough. No need for concern, you two. I'm not angry at the slightest. I merely called at you here to discuss your fine achievements in this year's treasure hunt. You shut down the Professor's time machine and thus prevented the ancient Pokemon from running rampant across Paldea. Your actions were truly outstanding in every regard, and I couldn't be prouder of you all. Though your decision to enter a strictly off-limits area was admittedly regrettable. Heh, you got us there. Since this was necessary to protect Paldea and its precious ecosystems, I'm willing to overlook that particular point. Phew, so we're not getting raked over the coals after all. Before I forget, Master Yoshi, there's something I'd like you to have. Each of your friends has received one already, so this one is for you. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah, we haven't gotten the Master Ball yet. The ultimate Alchemall. Oh, and about the Hall of Fame badge I gave you a short while ago. That gift is one we bestow only upon students who achieve truly remarkable feats. I expect you to honor what that badge represents by striving always to serve as a model for your fellow students. You can count on me. Such enthusiasm will surely take you far in life. And Master Ivan, I was sorry to hear about the Professor. You have my deepest condolences. Well, yeah, it was pretty rough when I found out my mom had died, but weirdly enough, my head actually feels clear now, for the first time in ages. In the Great Gray, I got to learn more about my mom's research and what she was trying to achieve down there. I guess if you're building something as mind-blowing as a time machine, that takes priority over showering your son with attention, huh? All I know is I'm done feeling like some lost little kid. Time to say goodbye and move on. I'm gonna enjoy every last day till graduation with my buds here, and Mabestiff, of course. Well said, Master Ivan. You truly are your mother's son. Of course, I must remind you now that you've nowhere near enough credits to graduate. You'll need to study frantically to catch up, but I have every expectation of your success. What? And let's not forget the other good news. Our academy has a new champion. Now, we sadly cannot make valiant deeds in the Great Crater known to the public. Your new champion, like at least, should be celebrated throughout the whole school. Oh, I know how we should celebrate. We should hold a Pokemon battle contest. Seriously, could we not? Classic Namoda. Battle contest, you say? Well, your own vested interest in such a venture are more than apparent, Miss Noah. I think it's a fine idea, but please understand a large-scale event will be quite beyond us. We've many other school activities to keep an eye on after all. Pardon my choosing, I couldn't help but overhear. Oh, it's the top champion. Back for some more. The Pokémon, of course, will happily lend a hand in organizing this contest. La Primera? Well, a most kind offer, Chairman Gita. I do everything in my power to nurture young, up-and-coming talents. Though it's not to say that only the youth have promise when it comes to Pokemon battles. Former gym leader, the developer of the Pokemon X app, this academy clearly counts many skilled trainers of Pokemon among its staff. As such, my suggestion is as follows. Students and staff should compete for the title of strongest trainer at the academy. Whoa, we get to battle teachers? You're gonna compete too, right, Primera? Is that even around? The chairwoman's not part of the academy, right? I think she's the chairwoman of the school board as well as the Poké League. Wait, for real? I mean, I knew she was on another level, but wow. Thank you for the invitation, Champion and all. I'll gladly take your kind offer to compete alongside you, but I'm afraid my schedule's already packed tight with work I simply must attend to. Aw, can't you free up some time somehow? Well, I suppose I might be able to participate if Champion Yoshi would agree to lend me a hand if I were. Well, I'll be happy to help. What do you need? Excellent answer. Much obliged, Champion Yoshi. To get straight, I want you to go and inspect Paldea's various gems in my steed. Are they fulfilling their duties as beacons of strength and inspiration for those aiming to achieve champion rank? So their brilliance started to fade. To find this out, I've asked you to bring your full might as champion to bear against each one of the gym leaders and test their prowess in battle. They are all trainers of exceptional talent, handpicked by me personally. I do not expect you'll find any cracks in their armor, but well, consider it a formality. So also provide the perfect stage for your first appearance as a new champion. Since all of the gym leaders will be expecting me to carry out this section, I imagine they'll have mustered their full strength. I dare say they'll be more of a challenge than what you have faced before. You'll get to have all-out battles with the gym leaders? Man, I'm jealous. Now, then, to another crucial matter. I'd like to discuss with Penny here how to patch up the weakness in our league point system. But there's a bunch of anime I missed that I was just gonna binge. Thank you in advance for your willing and eager cooperation. I mean, I'll do it. I'll help. Let me out. Excellent. We'll leave you all to it then. Come now, Penny. She seems a little bit frustrated, but it is what it is. This is awesome, Yoshi. Show this inspection fiend who's boss so that La Perma can join our tour, okay? And taking another... Are you taking another swing at the gym gauntlet while you're at it? I'll take care of filling out the forms and our administration stuff so the ball gets rolling on the tournament in the meantime. Say, it's wonderful to see you all showing such initiative. You each have a critical role to play. Penny assisting the league, our new champions expecting gyms, Demona arranging a band. Give it your best, everyone. Guess my role is so obvious it goes without saying. Alright. What a surprise that was! I knew something was gonna happen, but a re-battle of the gyms is actually kind of iconic. They actually never used to do that in the original versions of, like, older Pokemon games. This is a new thing they just started adding with the newer games. And yeah, some other games have re-battles with some of the gym leaders, but this is kind of iconic. Now we're actually forced to go around and battle all the different gym leaders. As for what we're gonna do with grinding bubbles, we still have those rare candies before. I'll show you now. I'm intentionally waiting to use them until I hit at least the 87th level. That way I can raise Scamper to 100. This will give me the maximum chance to succeed, although that doesn't guarantee necessarily that I'm gonna win. I'm still gonna have to use a lot of strategy. By the way, I did actually get some comments on the videos, and you guys said that I was doing a very, very good job. I'll just say that. And one thing I'm gonna say to that is thank you very much for all of your appreciated support. I've never actually gotten that many views before starting this, and now I've actually gotten quite a bit more views since last time. Since I like first did my first playthrough of this channel, which was a Mario Odyssey channel, Odyssey playthrough, which was back a long time ago, which wasn't even a challenge run, just a straightforward 100%. I didn't do a blind playthrough on that because, like, I probably should have mentioned, when I did that, I had already beaten the game on its launch. I really liked it. Oh, it says, now you have a Hall of Fame badge. I locked the judge function for you. You can check the inherent strengths of your Pokemon, huh? Cool. I guess while we're here, we may as well see what kind of TMs can be learned. Starting with normal type ones, we have Terra Blast, which almost every Pokemon can learn. And it affects either tap or special. Seems our character can learn both Giga Impact and Hyper Beam, which is nice. Yeah, Water Pledge. Oh yeah, we had Waterfall as a new move as well. Nothing that we can learn here. We have a lot more grass moves now. If I had access to it, I probably would have gone with Grass Knot if I had had that up. That would really have helped with the Water Gym Leader, but it seems we can't learn that. I like how we went through all this trouble, by the way, to learn Ice Beam. As it turns out, I can't even learn Ice Beam. Yeah. That strategy soon went out the window. We could actually make use of Brick Break in some of the battles, because it does break barriers such as Light Screen and Reflect, and it's a bit stronger than some of our other moves that can also be safely executed. Whereas, while Close Combat has a lot of power, sure, it lowers your defense, so what if I didn't want to lower my defense? You know what? I'm gonna make one. Just in case I, need it for a very specific fight. I swear, someone is gonna try to probably use Ignite. I could just see that in my future. I'd rather not deal with that. But anyways. Oh yeah, and, I almost forgot, what's the strongest flying type move we can learn? Air Slash, but we already have both of those. We can just put that on whenever we need it. We have almost all of the TMs now. Anyway, we have Taunt, but that's the one that multiple characters can learn. And we of course have Dazzling Gleam. And just, well, I guess more or less Disarming Voice. Disarming Voice is really weak though. I don't need to use that at all. I guess the other thing was I need to refill on items a bit. But we have so much more money that we could probably just get a bit more of these. Get more of these. And yes, I haven't been buying Pokeballs because, yeah, this is a solo challenge. They won't really do much anyway. I might end up actually a legendary Pokemon with that. Serval, maybe not. I have no clue. But for now, I'm just gonna do what the game wants me to do. If the game wants me to do this thing, I will do that. For a game where I normally grind a lot off screen, I've done like zero grinding off screen. In fact, I don't think I've done anything all off screen. It's because of how fast our stuff has been. Well, I think it was fair about it. Well, since we went through all this, it feels fair to do the gems in sort of the order they were intended, plus the order we initially did them in. So we're gonna start with Cartundo, and then go to Passifra, and then to the Grass and Chick Gems, and then kind of just focus more after that. So we'll start with the gym we first battled first. Because we need to quote-unquote test their strength, so we need to see how strong they are. This will also give me a good idea of how strong they'll actually be. And of course, we're gonna heal. Just to set our save point. And we do get another chip, I think. Oh wait, yeah, alright, never mind. There is just one. Alright. So yay, we actually get to go back and challenge all the gyms. We'll just go straight to each of them. No reason to wait. This is where we figure out how strong the trainers have gone. Hello there, my name is Katie, and I'm the owner of Patsiri Soapberry. New champion everybody is talking about. Is it actually you, really? It sure is. Hooray, I guessed correctly. I suppose that makes sense, though. You sure were strong. You really looked like you were enjoying yourself when you tried my sweet treats, too. People like that always have great potential. So you're here for an errand for the top champion, are you? I completely forgotten that she was supposed to be going around for expansions. Thankfully, I just happened to be here today to give cakes to my staff. Phew, lucky me. Then, is it time for me to get a taste of our new champion's strength? Yep. Well, what fun. Let's go somewhere a bit more suited for battling. This is where we figure out if we, if our Quaxly can actually handle this or not. The longest Pokemon we faced was about 65 before, so I'm guessing it's gonna be around 70-ish, maybe 75. That's what I've seen. I remember your all-throwing powers very well, Yoshi. You had such vigor, it's almost like you terra-stylized into a fighting-type Pokemon yourself. Gems, if you've been here, into when you first came to here, to mine, was it your first? Well, our gym is so close to Academy, so many young trainers just starting out like to come here first. With that in mind, Rapira asked me to go soft on trainers like a nice sponge cake. I feel sad for my sweet little bugs, though, since that means they quite often lose their battles. Heh, but opportunities like this gets me excited because I can finally show my true skill. Allow me to lead you into submission. Actually, I'm gonna be the one that does that, but whatever you say, Katie. I've gone with a different strategy this time. I'm not using the flame strategy or other stuff. Don't exactly delay switch today, and don't cry when you taste bitter defeat. Okay, so I was sort of right, sort of not. They're not 75, but they are 65, so about what I expected. We still have the level advantage though, so it probably won't be much of a problem. I think just using one sword stance will be enough for most of these battles. However, we can't really do much more than that because of the fact that there are two of types that we are severely weak to. If we give them even a small bit of leeway, they will likely destroy us. That's why I want to try and get my level 100 first as... Oh, jeez, that thing really has an attack lowering move? I guess it's late in the game, but like, I forgot that can happen. Whatever, I'll still go for liquidation on all these Pokemon. Hopefully that should be enough. Assuming they don't have any extra types that protect against water, that is. Or, I guess Water Zorb could be a problem too. Speaking of which, I need to put my Ice-type moves back in. I initially had like a Flying type move set for certain moves, but I forgot that Ice type moves will work good too. The only reason I changed it out... Oh, Bug Steel. This is a really tough foe to defeat normally. I know infamously Fortress has one of the highest defenses in the game. Oh yeah, and of course it's gonna probably have Sturdy too. Alright. Did it rain just now? Huh, interesting. We'll use an Ice Spitter to finish it off. Alright, Spitox. This is different. Okay, this one we know it's... oh, it's strengths and weakness. Let's use this though. Nice crit. Nice crit. Probably didn't need it, but it is what it is. Reservance is important for bug types. It's time to leap towards victory. This is gonna become a bug type, right? Yeah, she doesn't have normal types. Yeah. She's gonna do it. This is actually gonna be a bug type. I like how sometimes these gym leaders try to fool you into thinking, oh, this looks like a different type, but wait, it has a different type when it Terra stylizes, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be a normal type. Because when it changes, it also changes its type. We have one less attack power than before, but okay, didn't seem to matter. Still took her out all the same. We'll see if any of the other gems are stronger than Asudos. I see you've emerged from your chrysalis and become a beautiful new you. Okay. Cool. We're gonna, of course, use our Terra Stylize in every battle that we can use it in. There's no reason not to. That was quite the battle. I must say that your skills rival that of even La Prima. How sweet it is to battle without holding back, even if I end up losing. I'm beginning to think that I was going too soft on people may be no good for either party. My culinary teacher, Mr. Kofu, did tell me to put more of myself into baking after all. I think I might try conducting battles in more of my own style from now. If trainers complain that the koala div is suddenly more difficult, I'll just tell them that not all pastries are sweet. Goodbye for now. I hope to see you again someday. Alright. There we go. The first of many. Okay. And so it begins. We start, Craziest that is doing multiple of these, battles. You can save a bit of time by just going to the next, town right away, then waiting. So, Cassifra is next. We're just doing these in our order that we did before because, well, it makes the most sense. Initially, I skipped the Vast Gem because, well, I would have not been really ready for it at all. And I just realized I do still have Ice Spitter, so I don't think I need to change up anything. But I might end up putting Aerial Ace as a backup in case something happens. And yes, of course, in between each battle, we have to get our Terror Orb charge up, and we do that by healing our Pokemon. It's an unfortunate side effect of using your Terra Stylize in any battle, so if I can, I'll try not to always use it. Although, when you're relying on Water-type moves to do a lot of damage, there's no reason not to Terra Stylize at that point. I guess this is more for if you use a different kind of move. You could technically Terra Stylize into that too, it's just not as good. Also, well, we kind of know the deal. We're gonna get some more strawberry ice cream, get ourselves some more XP buffs. This is probably a bit more better earlier on, and probably doesn't really matter too much now that it's in the late game, but I think it'd be fun. Honestly, I don't know if I should go all the way to 100 necessary. Might want to leave a little bit for later in case maybe I'll just level up in the next battles, but I guess since we got all these extra battles, there's no reason not to go to 100 at this point. Anyway, the Cassifra gym leader is somewhat the most out of way just because you have to go up an elevator to even reach him. It's kind of annoying. We're taking him on next. No need to save before any of these battles. The game does go for us, and even if we lose, it's not like it's a big deal anyway. Alright. So, I just realized, because we don't have access to the fighting type move setups, I'm gonna actually do a little bit of changes specifically for this battle. We're gonna get our TM out that we just found before, which is Brick Bite, and we're gonna teach it to him in the place of close combat. Actually, tell you what, we'll wait until the next battle to do it. We probably could just make it for this battle with close combat anyways. I'm just worried they'll read me too weak. Hey, step right up. Welcome to the Cassifra Gym. Faultin Vulza, look who it is. I was expecting someone else. Huh? The top champion? Ah, I see. Miss Jita put you up to this, did she? Feels like just yesterday you were out collecting your badges, and now look at you, already champion rank. You're like one of those fish that completely changes shape and aim as it evolves, all full of life. What a great catch. And now this, our promising up-and-comer here to test his abilities himself. This old man's used to facing harsh reviews, part of the restaurant business. Alright then, you ready to battle this old man and see if he's still fit to be called gym leader? That's what I like to hear. Right this way. Now, since he probably has a Gyarados, he's likely going to intimidate one of my attacking moves. So if I want to set up a good takeout on him, we're going to have to use two IG moves. Because this is endgame, we don't necessarily have to win with our main Pokemon if we want to. But Scamper is so strong that it would take forever if we tried to use a different one. The only other one we would be able to use is Cordon, and I don't want to use him, and I feel like that might be a bit cheating. Ever since you fought for that choice Seaweed for me, all of my dishes using it have been big hits. Thanks for that. Guess it's no surprise that you did so well, what being worthy of championry. Goodness gracious, but do I ever meet all kinds of people while doing this job? I've seen people like yourself who run full speed ahead like a raging leader. Plenty of people will settle down like a calm lake. We older folk tend to prefer the latter, of course, but this old man finds that a bit dull. Embers fall into the ocean. The air then climbs up into the clouds and becomes rain. I'm Kofu the Torrent, ever-changing just like water. Now come see what I'm made of. I will. I will, indeed. Yep. This vein again. Wait, so it's gonna have like a steel type or something. Get agree and start the cover-up spices. Get ready for fresh old raw old man Kufu. I'm guessing... Actually, hang on. Oh, that's the reason why it was so awkward. You didn't tell me this thing was also psychic. No wonder why it resists all my moves. Nasty. Well, since it's psychic, we definitely have to Terrestrialize here, or else it's gonna exploit our weakness. Definitely. We can't let it do that. And because of the resistance, well, we're gonna have to probably use two Swords Dances anyway. To try and keep the challenge a bit more interesting, I'm gonna try not to use any items in the battle, which means only Swords Dance will be used for these battles at first. That can be a problem, because if we take too long, we can get KO'd, but thankfully, setting up Swords Dance is super fast. It only takes 2 of these, sometimes only 1, and that'll be enough to just instantly one-hit all of the Pokemon. And then from there, I just need to hope to outspeed everyone, and that's about it. Well, this thing has Mold Breaker, so I know it can't use any other resistances. So we'll just use this against it. And we'll probably save our close combat for a bit later in the fight. Alright. Pelipper. This thing probably has Drizzle. It typically does. Yep. That's gonna actually help us because it's gonna give our water-type moves a boost, which is nice of it. In the meanwhile, though, we'll Ice Spinner it down because it's also a flying type. It helps to save our water-type moves for when we actually need it. I'm gonna use Liquidation again. It's hard to pick out which Pokemon don't have Water Absorb. I can name a couple Pokemon that typically have it, but figuring out who exactly has it is really difficult to figure out on the hand, so... Remember, I probably should have mentioned this too. This is technically still a blind playthrough. It's technically still is a full blind playthrough. This means I have no idea what Pokemon have what abilities necessarily, and also it could be really destructive. Oh wow, Scooey is bad. Now we might get outsped, although I'm not sure what he has that's strong. There might be a big surprise though. Better batten down the hatches and prepare for the storm, he says. Close combat will do more damage at this point, so since this is on his last Pokemon, we'll use it now. Crab Bomb will tear stylizing. Think outside the crab trap, I say. Alright. This is what I believe we faced before when we actually did the proper gym battle. Okay, speed drop did not even matter. We took it out in one hit anyway. I thought he would have a Gyarados, but I was wrong. I guess I didn't need the double Swords Dance. Oh well. We get a couple of extra turns against him. It made sense to use it here. What a refreshing loss. My mind is as clear as still water. Alright. You really put the pressure on. Yes, I should have expected no less for someone with a prima seal of approval. What a catch! The wildest currents, for better or worse, pull in everything around them and have real wild and drastic effects on their surroundings. That makes those friends of yours who stay by your side all the more important. Whew! Your youthful fighters got my motivation flowing up like a rising tide. Next time you see Miss Cheetah, tell him that the old man Kuful is following and crashing more than ever. Don't forget to tell your young Fred, and come back to see me now again. Ya hear? Alright. Will do, will do. For sure. Alright. Now I'm gonna actually do the thing that I wanted to do before. But we're gonna do something interesting. We're actually gonna get rid of our water-type move, which feels a bit silly at first, but trust me when I'm saying this is just to have alternate moves. We're gonna teach this over Liquidation. And then we'll probably make another change a bit later. As cool as Liquidation is, I think having a speed up possible increase looks better as a whole. And might just be better in aim, so... Yeah, you'll see that I am changing up my strategy quite a bit already. Anyway... Not like I can talk about what's happening right now, though. We need to figure out what to do here. So, yeah, I kind of lied a bit. I'm actually going to... You know what? Never mind. I won't be cheeky, guys. I'll challenge the Artisan Gym next. I'm not sure if I'm gonna win, but I will still challenge the Artisan Gym. I did say I was gonna do the gyms at some point. Wait, actually, I legit actually forgot which ones I did, what order. I forgot if I did a different gym before that. No, wait, no. I know I did Casafra Gym second. I know these two were on my last one, so yeah, I think I was right. I did go here next, once I figured out how easier this place was. So, I'll do this next. This is typically the second gym you face in a base game. I avoided it, of course, because, well, it had grass types, and grass types really aren't my thing, but you probably already knew that. And trying to defeat Pokemon like that without extra boost is just really awkward. Unfortunately, because of my strategy is, if some of I'm really worried about static on Iono. If Iona actually gets off static, I could just lose from there just because of that, and setting up a special attack combo could be a bit more difficult than setting up a basic attack combo, and on top of that, my melee moves are still better, so I think I'm just gonna stick with what I had been doing before. And yes, I'm removing Water Absorb now anyways, because it's not like it matters anyway. I guess I should tell you, I am gonna mix up the order a little bit. It might look a bit confusing, but no sense avoiding the gems if no sense not avoiding the gems if you get worried about stuff. Avant Grande. You are Yoshi, no, you're the artist Yoshi Guard. My name's actually Yoshi. I'm a champion. That is of no consequence. Each time I recall our artistic battle, I found myself wishing to face you once again. I'm so very glad you are here. Plays Mother Nature. I'd planned to meet with the top champion today, but I had just now cancelled that plan. Shall we instead talk of art together? That's basically about. What? You came in the top champion instead? Well, I cannot be bothered by that. I don't care what the reason is. If we can make a masterpiece together once more, then fine. Yoshi, are you ready to open a door to a world of art? This is how we get into the battle. Very well then. Let's head into my studio. Interesting. Behold, Yoshi, the site of Artisan's Windmill. Catches the winds that blow across Paldea and slowly yet powerful spins ever on. By leaping down for that windmill to appear before those who would challenge my gym lends an added depth to our battles. I see. I knew you understand my raising, Yoshi. Ha ha. Now, though, I believe I can spare my legs today, as we are sure to create my greatest masterpiece yet, even if I do not alight from above. But I digress. We are both artists, are we not? We have no further use for words now. I assume you're ready. Let our collaborative work of art begin. Alright. This is the one I'm more scared of. Although I have ice-type moves to super affect it, there's possible that I could get destroyed before I get a chance to use them. After all, water is weak to grass. But I guess we should ponder the art that we'll create of trying to dodge the moves. There's no point in Terra stylizing since we don't have any ice-type moves, so we're gonna save ourselves some pain and just try to use Ice Spinner for this battle. It should still definitely work. Especially if they do white screen instead. He could have attacked me. He could have attacked me, but he chose to do that instead. That was a bad decision, friend. Actually, it's really nice that he did that, because that means I have an even more leeway. No time to back down now. Gotta take out everyone as quickly as we can. I should typically outspeed most of the Pokemon, given I'm 20 levels above them, but there's no way to really know until you go into battle for the first time. Okay, this thing's also weak to fighting type, which means it's grass normal, in a way. Ooh. Not like that's gonna matter. Sort of. It might matter if the next Pokemon comes in, but whenever I use Ice... Oh, yeah. Okay, see, it just disappeared. Wow, it took effect before we even came in. It's kind of interesting. We boom. This thing's kind of annoying sometimes. Sometimes it uses an ability called Effect Spore or something, where if you attack it, you will get a random status, and it can be really annoying if you get that. So good thing we didn't have that happen. Anyways, this guy is thinking about his concept of his next artwork. And although this looks like rock, it's actually going to become grass when it changes. I do hope this work lives up to my expectations. I call it Triodal Part 2. Again, no reason to Terra stylize because, well, it wouldn't actually boost our damage much. Okay, good, we outsped it. Because these... Oh yeah, I almost forgot! Yeah, this thing still has sturdy. My dear grass grow, I say. Heed my wishes and grow. Now, this could be tricky. A grass-type Pokemon with the 30 move? Oh, what? What was I worried? That did, like, nothing! It was super effective and it hardly scratched me. I'm sorry, mate, but you gotta try a bit harder than that to beat my Scamper. Yeah, why was I worried? Scamper's... You know, I'm gonna talk a bit more after Sky Tuts, but anyway. Avant-Garde! Anyway, seeing you in the midst of battle, you are like a unique gradient, subtly changing hues. Righteous and yet gentle. Such contrast, I lack the words to express it. My hat goes off to you. My battles with you are truly a gift. Each time I am made to remember how I felt so long ago when I first ventured into this world of art. But I almost forgot. You were here for the gym inspection in the top champion instead, correct? Well, that is of no consequence. Report it on my gym as you see fit. My inspiration is overflowing as if drawn from a bottomless well. I'll begin a new piece at once. You must excuse me. Farewell. Alright. There we go. That gym is now done. Cool. Alright. Anyway, I will mention something. I'm not sure if people have been looking at my videos, but I think I may or may not have picked the most overpowered starter in the game. How do you think about Scamper? Do you think he's the best starter? I think he's definitely a lot stronger than Sobble was. As much as I like Sobble, he didn't really have the best typing, and Cinderace, I did find out from other videos, was a little bit better. But freaking Quaxly, oh my goodness, when it evolves, it is crazy how good that thing is. I'm sure that thing will probably be really good in, like, battles with our Anyways, how long does this last again? I have no idea. Seems like we still have it, though. Now, one thing that's good is because we're not really using any ice spinners, we could just heal up, skip the... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't use Terra Stylizing. I almost forgot. So that's the good thing is, because we didn't use Terra Stylizing, we could just skip straight to the next gym and heal instead, and not have to use it. So that makes this next part go a little bit faster. And yes, I do know how to speedrun some games, although I haven't done it much. I have attempted it before, and I know what it feels like to do that. Anyway, Metal Gym. The only reason I got extra fight type moves was just so that I can use Brick Break instead of close combat. I want to save that for like a really strong Pokemon ideally, and I don't want to waste it too early. Anyway, it's time for a meet with the boss, but it seems I got a visitor with no appointment instead. This is absolutely something she'd do, and no, I understand everything, I assure you. I look forward to our battle then. Of course, it's no problem. But Prima is my boss, so I have to do as she says. But now she's ordering students around? I see, so you're helping the boss free up some time to enter a tournament at the academy? Well, whatever floats your boat, I suppose. I'd never let myself get roped in like that. Well, let's knock this task off our list then. No use wasting time, shall we? Yeah, we'll battle. Let's head to the Treasure Eatery then. Okay. Alright. You've already faced me during the Elite test, so I doubt this will leave much pressure on you. In any case, shall we get started? I'll be facing in my role as gym leader, so I'm going to use my regular team. They all belong to the normal type. Normal as in plain, average, unremarkable, run-of-the-mill. I'm pretty fond of them, you know. They suit me perfectly. I'm about as ordinary as you can get. People, Pokemon, there's no need to overcomplicate things. Nowadays, people seem to only want a shock factor, something weird, something bizarre. At the end of the day, though, nothing beats the relief of coming home, even after a fun vacation. If all said it's done, simplicity is the strongest. Alright. Here we go. For some reason, this guy, still talking. Why I change Pokemon stereotype? The boss takes some time getting used to, you know. Got your work cut out for you. Alright. I don't know about that, but I think I'm about ready to take you on. Let's just say that. Oh yeah, almost forgot about this. Most of this speed up setup is not gonna matter when we outspeed. And even then, because he's not actually gonna probably have Psychic Pokemon or other stuff, it's likely that I'll just, even if they do have a Psychic or Fly type move, it will not really do a lot of damage, unless it's a bit more different. Anyway. Oh, this is different. Oh, so it's normal and fighting. Well, we have a counter to this. Ice Spinner! Thankfully, Ice Spinner has a lot of PP. Good thing we at least chose to keep that. I could have thought you might have brought out a flying type Pokemon at some point. Alright. And we'll use close combat at the end just as a safety, just to make sure his last Pokemon dies. That way the defense down doesn't matter as much then, if we want to kill it. You're just plain strong, aren't you? But I'm always output my best results when it's crunch time. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about this vein. Yeah, we'll definitely need close combat for this. Although it's flying, it's gonna change to just normal whenever it Terra stylizes. I just know that for a fact. Time to show what I could really do. Same good work as always, please. I like how this battle I chose not to use double attacks, and now I get intimidated, but it's fine, because, like, close combat's very powerful, so we might just want to KO it anyway. Let's see, yeah, definitely a 1 KO. Good thing I saved that for the end. Alright, and we're done with that gym battle. A third serving of defeat, huh? Alright. What, did you get defeated by somebody else? Oh yeah, that's right, we battled you as Elite Four, I remember. You're a bit too much for an average Joe like me to handle, but I think I understand now. Why I was told to use flying types when I was a member of the Elite Four, I mean. There's seemingly you would never even notice if you stick to flat, well-trodden paths. It'll do me good to admire talent that soars as high as yours from time to time. Well, if the boss says I should do so, I'll do so. She won't catch me doing it for fun, no. Yes, I've been strictly told to cut down my overtime hours, so I'll call it a day. Alright. Anyway, there we go. Some more money. Other stuff. But yeah, nothing much else to say other than to just do a lot of gyms. I will say though, like I said again, I think I picked probably the strongest of the starters. I doubt there's anything that's stronger than that. Although the Grass Cat Pokemon looked promising at first, who knows? I haven't actually used Sprigato at all, so I wouldn't know how strong it is. And the times when I did figure out about it, it was we typically had already just KO'd the opponent long before then. Okay, well, now that my setup has been fixed, we're gonna... change moves again. That was mostly just for that one particular battle. Now we're gonna use Aqua Step instead, because as you see here, this boosts our speed stat, which can actually help with helping us outspeed Pokemon. Despite it having a lower PP amount, it's still probably better than the other move, just because of the fact that it does the Aqua move. I feel like I've been neglecting it a lot. The only reason I picked the other one was, well, to have a slightly stronger move. Nothing else to say about that. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about this battle. Iota likely has some static Pokemon, so that could pose a problem. But for now, I figure to try and bounce this video out a bit more, we're gonna split this 4 and 4 gyms. So we did 4 gyms in this video, we're gonna do another 4 gyms the next video. Don't have to do the lawn stuff in between though, the gym test, because we already passed that a long time ago. So we'll just save here and then just call it quits. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we continue doing the endgame content. Until then, bye!